Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to Let's Play The Outer Worlds 2. And we are going to, I think, somewhere new. It is the Oculus Collating Post. This space station was once used by the Protectorate to collate seditious speech and mete out judgment accordingly. It was shuttered years ago, largely obsolete in the face of new subject monitoring technologies. Okay. No, I think we've already been here. I'm not certain, sorry. And just in case, otherwise I will be mad with me, back to the shield. Because I think I might then...
I've only visited Oculus Collating Post.
Annoyed with myself if I don't have it equipped. Okay, we have... Okay, Tristan. Okay, cool. I'm fine with them.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. Locked-in places? These security measures should not be operational. And the station seems to be on reserve power. We'd best tread carefully.
Alright, just hack. Okay, dangerously curious. Your curiosity often gets the best of you when hacking into terminals or other pieces of tech. You'll often waste bypass chance to learn an extra thing or two. Yeah. Doesn't matter. But for the achievement. Oh, hello. And I'm just reckon that with the, or at the terminal, we could have deactivated the traps, right? Yeah, alright, security stuff. Latest announcement: with the inception of our new line of listening posts, I've heard some mutterings that this outpost no longer requires the presence of its dutiful tenders, and what we shall all soon find ourselves replaced with automated systems and sent to serve the Protectorate elsewhere. Do not allow these rumors to bring about idleness, but sure to replicate the data you are tasked with managing. What is innocent today may be seditious tomorrow. Okay. Error docking logs purged. If this was due a malfunction, please contact our technician. If it was due to malfunction, please contact an arbiter. We have an arbiter with us. I think that would not be what we need to do.
Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops. Lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered.
Okay. That's exactly what I thought too. Nah, it's actually the best course of action, I guess.
Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here.
Okay, this chatbot is a hodgepodge of half-erased statements, notes and scribbles, all layered on top of one another. It's difficult to make out anything legible, but let alone useful.
My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor.
I'll try that in a sec. We see we have some drones here. Big Mac ain't there, which is totally okay. I don't mind. We have one here. I might trigger them to attack us. Okay, that would lead us here, I see. Okay, yeah, workbench is one feature I have not really used, right? Well, it is what it is. Now, alright, facility lockdown, hack to terminal, input passcode, press keys at random and hope. Okay, lockdown lifted, reactor room unsealed, sealing security room as precautionary measure. Enter a passphrase to unseal room, note improper passphrase will result in represerve from automated defense room will be unsealed afterward to allow custodians to retrieve your corpse.
Good effort lifting the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor room.
Nice. Okay, so I don't know if there was an option that the hacking or possibility that the hacking would fail. Luckily it did not, but on the other hand it would have been funny, wouldn't it? From here we came. I was not sure if I already have been here. Nice to see that we have not, since there's loot. Ah, okay, that's a shower. I see. Okay.
The reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look.
Feel free.
Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts. Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
All right.
Be wary for anything that may be a clue as to the hidden room location.
Will do, buddy. Okay, it then seems we need to go up. Wait, I've overseen this.
I cannot say I have had to search for a hidden switch in a protectorate holding before. Keep watch. It could be rather small and will hit me.
I'm just wondering, by the way, would the would that have helped out? Yeah, because we would have seen. Yeah, okay, it might have helped out, okay. To find what we have just found.
certain.
Passcode is limber. Now, let's try amulet. No. Wingtip. No. Sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it.
I don't think you're supposed to be here.
Oh! Wait. Oh, no.
Stay whatever fool words you ready in your defense, for they shall avail you not. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait, I know you. Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And why do you wear a Sub Rosa uniform?
Because I work for Sub Rosa?
Tristan?
More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
Tristan, you know this guy.
Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause whatever this is. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him.
We should interrogate him, see if he knows anything.
That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to contemplate what must be done.
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible.
What exactly were you supposed to do here?
I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions.
I can tell you're not stupid. If you want to live, you need to talk.
I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with the station's location and credentials to bypass its defenses. May have tripped a few on my way here. Can't recall. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it. That is all I know.
Looks like an easy terminal to break into. I'm surprised you had so much trouble.
Well, I'm surprised too. This used to be second nature. Now I'm nothing.
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action. Even if you did not know the severity of this infiltration, it remains a deadly serious infraction.
What do you remember about Tristan's, if anything? Alright, I've made my decision. We should let him go. Okay, wait, what do you remember of Tristan?
He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each. I used to be something of a ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor. I believe last time we met, he'd vandalized a janitorial automech in an attempt to make it spew profanity.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
We got to elucidate your friends a little light on both. Okay, yes. Espionage requires tact and lucidity, yeah.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, you may be right. Whoever hired him must not have known about his addled mind. They were moving quickly, desperately.
I didn't used to be like this. I can still sneak with the best of them. Not being able to remember doesn't make me any worse as an agent. It doesn't.
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you.
Okay, I've made my decision. I think we should let him go.
I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not.
He came here under false pretense, doesn't matter to you. Establish that the pawn in someone else's game, what would killing him serve? Yeah, that's good.
My duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. He should not be here.
Should we? Technically, we also trespassing, aren't we?
That doesn't mean anything. An arbiter cannot trespass. And even if I could, I still act with the Protectorate's best interests in mind. Not out of some base self-interest. Were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. But Okada has clearly defected, and is thus not afforded such a luxury.
Okay, he came here out of false pretense. Doesn't intent matter to you?
I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still results in death. Sedition can happen unconsciously, just as it may consciously.
How can you care for justice if you see no difference between manslaughter and murder?
There is a difference. A murderer's family is imprisoned, whereas they are not in the case of incidental death. But I do suppose the perpetrator's punishment does not change. Though this is hardly the place for a discussion about Protectorate law, I do at least see your point.
I've said my piece. Spare him.
It is fortunate you have gained my trust, for I would not bend to one who had not. Justice must serve a purpose. Okada may live, and I hope we shan't regret it. Be gone. You've been granted your final stay of execution. Should our paths ever cross again, you know what will occur.
I didn't think this would happen. Thank you, Cadet Rao. My apologies for all the strife I caused over the years. And you. Without you, I would have been reduced to my composite parts. Here, take these. I suppose you'll have more use for them than I, in my present state.
Okay. Cool.
Allowing a Sub Rosa agent to leave with his life in the heart of a Protectorate station. We may have to speak on this further. But let us see what we came here for first.
Alright, let's have a look. Maximum... okay, yeah. Incorrect. Access has been reached. Ceiling chamber until user identify. Confirmed by login. Please enter a passcode to verify your login. Self-reminder. Should the code lapse from your memory, recall judgments of as the Arbiter Hammer. What is the Arbiter Scalpel? Huh.
The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal. I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our heads for many years.
Wait. Let me try to guess it.
Our work at the refugee camp did not slake your investigative hunger? I doubt you'll be able to surmise it exactly, but come even close, and I shall be impressed. For myself, the Supreme Arbiter, and Virgil especially, if judgment is the Arbiter's gavel, what is the Arbiter's scalpel?
Their sense of duty?
Not quite, I'm afraid. An Arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an Arbiter's scalpel is analysis. Try entering that.
Okay, analysis. Enter analysis. Okay, messages from console subject, error, empty, deletion, okay. A message to inform you out of the recent casualty estimates of my arbiters in the last year of fighting. We've lost several thousands of Acadia's finest. This doubles those lost in the first 2 years of fighting together. Each subject taken from us by the Protectorate's enemies has been revenged 100-fold, but the losses continue to mount. I know that whatever pain I feel is only a fraction of what you feel for the losses of your people, just as I know that you must surely have a plan for the deliverance from our many foes. I urgently await your command, just as I've awaited it each day for the last 3 years. Entries, console, visit. The console has required a meeting with me at my quarters on Praetor. Exact intent uncertain, but no doubt involves same convoluted justification for the latest stratagem. It's as if he can sense when I am both at my busiest and least interested in seeing him. The execution, the broadcast of those captured exemplars was barbaric. Were these not once our siblings? Could we not have at least interrogated them, broken them, perhaps impressed our few back into Protectorate service? He's a brute, can only see violence as the solution to every problem. But I know it would be a mistake to ignore a request such as this. But as one of my pupils can handle my duties in my temporary absence, it would be a useful learning experience. Oculus collating post. I had never expected it necessary to return to this location. After this automation, the Sovereign has assured us that central control is perfectly safe, yet as we saw in Golden Ridge with the complete withdrawal of our forces some months ago, the old assumption here are so much cosmic dust. This shall be my secondary office. Scurrying about like an insect is immensely dishonorable, but if I am killed, I shudder to imagine what would become out of my arbiters. Preventing this room's demolition during the retrofitting process was a prudent move. If only I could convince the Sovereign to use the same prudence when committing my arbiters. Sorry, but I had best keep thoughts such as that here where no one else knows to treat. Can only hope the tide of war changes, and soon. Protégé development. My pupils progress tolerably. Latest deployment period of unsupervised leave on Bastion for a week. 7-3 arrests total, 6 executions. Listening device caught Virtual saying the console's mustache looks like a bread worm. Disappointment at this lack of tact. We will need to be severely reprimanded. Should know better than to say that when it could be so easily heard. He's not the only one in need of discipline. Tristan's anger is on a tight leash. His observational acumen is impressive, but he misses detail in high-stress situations. Need to be a better master of himself. Virgil, for this part, keeps steady in dire situations, but he lacks iron. There should have been at least 12 executions this week, but Virgil balked each time he was alone. Perhaps he can gain some of Tristan's mettle. Perhaps Tristan might learn something of Virgil's self-control. The two have become fast friends. I hope this does not hamper them when it comes for time to prove himself over the other.
From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the Consul. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed, but I do not believe she would have met with the Consul unless she had no other choice. And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa.
Could the Consul have brokered some kind of deal? Seems like he'd have connections. That's good.
I couldn't imagine the Consul pinning his duties on someone so clearly out of sorts as our recently departed friend. Besides, he has his own agents. Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I only hope whatever awaits us at Central Control is less tumultuous. As for Okada, I'm not sure what to think. My decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified.
Protectorate doctrine has a strange intersection with morality or lack of one.
That's just it. I am supposed to be an objective judge of moral intent, hence my role as a peacekeeper for the Protectorate. How can I maintain this role if I falter?
Okay, sure seems like there's a difference between justice and Protectorate justice.
To me, there cannot be. That is, there isn't. That's not possible, and I cannot afford to think of it as such. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully, we'll grow ever closer to discovering the Supreme Arbiter's true killer. And, circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander. It means much. Now let us return to the Incognito and plan out our next steps.
Okay, we looted, shall we? Yeah, let's plan the next steps. Although honestly, quite frankly, I would have liked to have the freaking loot. I don't see one quick look. I don't see where it is, though. Ah, wait. Okay, that... Okay, that was that way. Okay, anyways, then it is what it is. Then it is what it is. Let's have a chat.
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you've sufficiently prepared.
Sounds good, I'll make the necessary preparations.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
Okay, I thought we would have of a more... Okay, I thought we would have a longer conversation. Anyways, guys, that then right now brings us to the end of today's episode, and you know it. I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed today's episode, then please give me a little tinsy thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I see you in the next episode tomorrow. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful day. Stay frosty. Bye.